Hey, future billionaires. In today's video, I want you to pay close attention because we're going to talk about that article with Beyoncé where she owes like $2.7 million. Now, to note, $1.4 million of that is actual taxes, and the remaining $1.3 million is actually interest and penalties. Now, you may be wondering, why does Beyoncé owe $2.7 million? And that's the number one question in the room, right? And I wanted to note, we're not talking about this to make fun of Beyoncé. This is really more of an educational moment. Now, like I said, $1.4 million of that is between 2018 and 2019, where she owes taxes. And the other $1.3 million is interest and penalties. Now, for me, looking at this situation, again, I don't know the circumstances. Here's what I do know. Beyoncé has money. She's going to be able to take care of that $2.7 million with ease. That's not going to be a problem for her at all. She has the money. But what I'm looking at is who is the accountant managing the finances in this situation? Who's managing those finances? And the reason why I'm asking that, because I look at the former president, Donald Trump, right? Who barely pays any taxes, if any at all. And it's well documented that he really doesn't pay taxes. You look at, Warren Buffett, who clearly says that, his secretary pays more taxes than him. So you can look at Donald Trump and you can look at Warren Buffett, and you can clearly see whoever's running, their taxes, whoever's managing their finances, pretty much has a strategy in place to pretty much keep them out of tax debt, or pretty much eliminating them from paying taxes. But with Beyoncé, I'm looking at her stardom, I'm looking at her status, and I'm like, who is the accountant for Beyoncé? Because with any clear accountant, when they're managing anyone's money, they have a strategy in place. Now, you have, two types of, accounting people. One that pretty much all they do is prepare taxes, throughout the year. And that's all they do. They prepare tax returns. That's it. There's really just sort of like a quote unquote tax preparer. But you truly have accountants that are in place that are like financial strategists, where they're, strategizing the whole entire year, looking at their clients' income that's coming in, looking at their expenses, and talking to the client through the whole entire year, letting them know what they have to do in terms of, managing the finances, pretty much avoiding, trying to avoid from paying an astronomical amount of taxes, if any. So, that's what I'm wondering, with regards to Beyoncé, is that type of person in her corner, and, and I would expect, yes, she probably more than likely has that type of person in her corner. But $1.4 million? Now, I do also see, I saw where she filed a petition where, it looks like the IRS was indicating that they, are not allowing her to take certain deductions, I do see that. But again, I don't know the whole totality of that situation. But here's what I do know. With a good accountant in place who's, has a strategy in place to ensure that their client does not pay a lot of taxes, if any, will ensure that they have a plan of action in place. And see, that's what I want for you as a business owner. As you're picking, your accountant, don't just pick a tax preparer where you're going to see this person one time throughout the year. You're not going to see them anymore. You want a financial tax strategist that's going to be consulting with you throughout the whole entire year to ensure that they're mapping out a plan for you to, avoid paying a lot of taxes, if any at all. That's the type of person that you want in your corner. When I go back and look at, Donald Trump's tax returns, right? It says that from 2015, 16, 17, 2020, he paid a total of $1,500 in income taxes. And that was for the years 2016 and 2017. That tells you alone that you look at, Beyonce's situation and you look at the former president, Donald J. Trump's situation, what type of person is actually managing Beyonce's tax status, tax returns? who's managing her portfolio. I'm not speaking bad about the person, but it's kind of makes it questionable. And please to note, I'm not even saying that the former president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, person is doing the right things with his taxes. I'm not implying that at all. But here's what I'm implying. Someone knows something different, because if you denote that Donald J. Trump is paying little or at all or no taxes, that's a clear indicator. Again, Warren Buffett clearly state that his secretary pays more taxes than him. You got to understand that. An employee, they're going to pay a blunt of the taxes for you. They're going to pay a lot of taxes. So you as a business owner, you take on the risk, right? And you get to pretty much write off your risk as deductions. But that employee, they don't have the capability to do that. So the employee is going to work for you, make you wealthy, but they're going to pay the brunt of the taxes. But when you see a business owner, when the business owner is paying a lot of taxes, that's the part I'm questioning. That's the part where I'm really questioning, why is Beyoncé paying $1.4 million? That's my only question. That's my question there. She's paying a lot of taxes, and I just want to make sure that she has the right tax person in her corner. And if she does not, I hope that she gets the right person in her corner. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you pick your, tax strategist, your accountant, whoever that is, make sure you get the right person that's going to be in your corner to ensure that you're not paying a lot of taxes.